Hello and welcome. I am at the YoloLiv headquarters coming to you live. I'm actually here with Frank as well. So hi everybody.
Hello everyone.
Nice to see you all in the chat. We've got a good crowd from all over the place today, which is always fun, in a much better time zone for Australia and New Zealand, which is always nice to have you here. So yes, welcome. If you have any questions, drop your message in with the letter Q. It'll maybe make it easier for me to see, although we don't really have comment highlighting on the YoloBox. But yeah, we'll just hang out and chat for a little while we're here. Frank is here to help answer questions about the YoloBox or any of YoloLiv's plans. Otherwise, we're just going to chat like we normally do on Sunday.
Actually, you can have your audience. You can
great! We can
feature all
filter my audience separate from the YoloLiv tabs. That's great. We're streaming to a few different platforms here. I don't know who Josh is.
Josh is our supports account. Then he linked our official page. That's why.
I see.
So Josh is a Facebook account.
So that makes sense. But yeah, so we're streaming on the YoloBox Extreme today, and we've got a couple different cameras plugged in here in the studio, and you can see the mics that we're using. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what we've got. Frank, we got a question for you already from Airport Streams. Where's my prize from 4 to 5 months ago? Did you do it?
I apologize if you have not been contacted because we do those random giveaways in my live stream.
Yeah.
But also normally we ask the user to contact us first and let us know your shipping address, and my colleague asked or someone should be in touch. Okay. And if there's a misunderstanding or some miss, then please reach out again, because the gift won't automatically arrive at your house.
Got it. Billy says, what kind of internet speed do you need to stream on multiple platforms? So there's two different ways this can work, because we've got on the YoloBox, there's the, where is the setting? It's somewhere in the settings here.
Yes, click
there. Yes.
Oh no, it's the streaming settings. Actually here it's a bit redesigned, but
right. So in here there is a choice to stream to. Or no, I was looking for the multi-stream, multi-platform.
Oh, he's asking. Direct. Okay.
Yeah.
The dancer on the top right.
So where did it go?
We actually made some redesign and to make it. Oh, it's a platform here.
There we go. That makes more sense. Now you don't have to dig into the settings menu.
Right.
So there's a difference between streaming using YoloLiv's multi-stream service or direct single-platform streaming. So if you're using,
don't click.
I'm not going to click it. It'll break everything. But the direct platform uses the bandwidth from this box directly to the platform. But YoloLiv's multi-streaming means it goes from this box to YoloLiv servers, and then they broadcast it out. So it's really just sending one stream either way, right? So it's not using the extra bandwidth to multiple platforms if you are streaming to multiple.
Yeah.
So
it's actually one of the biggest misunderstanding people sometimes have. They thought when I do multi-streaming, I might use more data, or I might need more speed. Actually, it's still one stream.
What's still right, because it's one stream to YoloLiv servers and then they broadcast.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, what kind of internet speed? It depends on the resolution and bitrate that you're streaming. Right now, you can see we are actually pushing out 16 megabits. Because this is in 4K, and we're doing 4K to YoloLiv servers, because then they're broadcasting it to my YouTube, YoloLiv Facebook. So we are pushing out 14 megabits, but for a 1080 stream, you can get away with usually 2 to 4 megabits.
Right.
And like last night, we were doing a 720 stream at about 300 kilobytes, so not much at all, and it worked pretty well. What is the fee for that service? Good question. For the multi-streaming service.
Actually, it's free. And if you own a YoloBox, you can stream to 3 platforms for free. We actually have a cost. Actually, it's a few $1,000s of a multi-streaming fee. But if you want to stream to more than 3 platforms, then you need to subscribe to YoloCast, which is our cloud service that you can do unlimited destinations. It's one of the advantages. Like you don't need a restream subscription for for multi-streaming.
Yeah.
And I want to say for those of you who are watching from, is it this camera? Okay. For those of you who are watching from YoloLiv channel, which is normally this time, 10 a.m. here, and this is Aaron. If you have any, Aaron Paraki, for those of you who don't know.
Yes, hi.
Yeah, and if you have any question regarding to YoloBox or live streaming in general, feel free to just ask. He's the guru, definitely the guru, one of the most familiar names in the stream gear space. And also be sure to subscribe. So I will leave Aaron to host the show today.
Yeah,
I'll be also answering questions for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, Matt says, hot topic, companion support for the Ultra and Extreme. So, okay, we gotta explain this because we do have a Stream Deck connected here, right? But this is not running companion right now, right? This is connected to this computer over here.
Yeah, maybe
So Frank
I
has
don't know if you can show it.
Yeah,
I
see it. So Frank has a laptop over here, and the laptop is running the Elgato Stream Deck software. So this is actually an official Elgato plugin for the YoloBox, right? So you can go and create buttons for different actions with the YoloBox, which is, where is it? There it is. Video source overlay, stream and record, right? So we can create Stream Deck buttons in the Elgato software for all these things. So this is very close. It's not companion support, but it is very close. And this does get you more options for using, different hardware, because now there's a bunch of different Stream Decks, like the new gigantic one that they just launched. And you can combine it with other things that are happening on the computer with the Stream Deck. But I do still want companion support proper.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about that later today when I'm talking with some of the other people on the team here, because I still think there's value in companion. But at least for now, this is one step above the YOLO Deck integration, because now you can actually create more customized buttons on the Stream Deck.
Yeah. To answer Matt's question more specifically, I'm trying my best to make it companion support in our next update, because currently we are doing beta tests for this Stream Deck integration version. So it's the next update, which should be released in a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. And next update will be, I'm hoping this will support companion.
Yeah, great. That's super great. Billy says, is the Stream Deck pedal supported as well? I assume, since it's the same plugin. Yeah, so like this is really just, you're in the Elgato world. Once you install this, you're in the Elgato Stream Deck software. So anything that you can do there is now possible to integrate with the YoloBox Extreme, which is great. That's great news. Speed quiz. I stream 3 live quizzes a week, but because of the delay, it's not possible to host quizzes with our online audience. Will it soon be possible to stream with YoloBox without any delays at all? Great question. So the delay of the stream is, there's a lot of different factors involved, and it's not only the YoloBox that's introducing the delay. So first, I would say, well, I guess, what's your platform? Because the platform is going to be the main determination of what the delay is. I've never streamed to Facebook before. I don't really pay attention to it. But on YouTube, there is a setting in the YouTube Studio that will let you choose between 3 different values of delays. And the trade-off is basically how resilient is it to the connection dropping. So if you have a flaky network connection, or you're noticing a lot of dropped frames, if you increase the delay, it'll mean your stream won't be buffering as much. But if you have a really good connection, you can drop your delay down to ultra low latency is what they call it. And that's really only, I would say, like 2 or 3 seconds of delay. And the other factor here is 4K versus 1080. So on YouTube, in 4K, they don't let you go down that far. You have to use one of the higher delays. But in 1080 streaming, you can go down to ultra low. So on my stream, I normally stream in ultra low latency in 1080, and the delay is only a couple seconds, which is perfectly fine for doing real time, watching the comments and responding to people. I have no idea what the Facebook delay is, so if that's what you're doing, sorry, I can't help you there. But other than that, the platform is the main determination of the delay. The other delays that are in the chain are going to be extremely minimal compared to that. So it might be a few frames, or it might be maybe a second, depending on the video, the processing. But most of your delay is going to be introduced at the platform itself.
Yeah, and for today's delay, actually, we normally just set the normal delay, which is, from what I'm monitoring, it's 15 seconds. And
Okay.
for Facebook, we also said that it's a normal delay. We didn't do any specific adjustment. For Facebook, what I saw so far is like a 5 seconds delay on Facebook. YouTube is a 15. That's a normal delay.
That's pretty good. Mr. Coco says, the Stream Deck app from a tablet should also work with it. Stream Deck app from a tablet. Yes, yeah. Now that this is an Elgato plugin, basically any way that you can use the Elgato ecosystem works with this plugin. So that's the benefit of having it be integrated into a platform like that, which is also why I'm really looking forward to the Companion integration, because I use Companion to control all sorts of things that there aren't Elgato plugins for. Mimo says, I see there are 2 different cameras from color. What's the camera from each one of you? So, okay, so this camera over here is a YoloCam S7. That's the one with the micro four thirds lenses. And then this camera is also a YoloCam S7. It has the nice 15 millimeter lens on it. Does it do autofocus? Yes, it does. So this is one of my favorite lenses from Lumix. It's really wanting to focus on my face. 15 millimeter lens, and these are good lenses, nice wide angle, good depth of field, relatively affordable. And then the camera on Frank is the small YoloCam S3 webcam. So that's the small little USB webcam. No HDMI out on that, and not interchangeable lenses, but it's actually very affordable and very good quality for a webcam, as you can see. So.
There's another camera.
Oh, there's one more. There's one more S7 up above, which is the overhead shot, and that's a 25 millimeter lens, I think.
Yes, 25.
Which is this one, which is another good lens. Probably my second favorite of the micro four thirds. It's also very affordable, and actually the 15 millimeter isn't as cheap, is it? This one's like, I forget the cost. This is
like 500, and
500?
It's also not easy to get.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I've bought them for less than 500 US before, but maybe that was used. I can't remember. But this one's like 150 or something. This one's very, very cheap.
But right now it's about 250 something.
Okay.
That's what.
Okay.
And just in case, for those of you who are using YoloCam S7, it's currently only optimized with these 2 lenses. For autofocus, you can, with other lenses, you can use a manual focus to make it work, but it's best optimized only for those 2 lenses. And very soon, actually already we have introduced our own lens, which is a f1.4 18 millimeter micro four thirds lens, just in case.
Billy says, do you know of any users that live sell on Whatnot? Whatnot integrated with OBS but allows virtual cams, but they're hit and miss. I use a Mac only software, and sometimes Whatnot hates it. I've never even heard of that. Do you know what that is?
No.
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 Okay, interesting.
Whatnot.
Whatnot. Never heard of that one.
Let me check.
Please talk about the YoloCam S7. Okay, do you have one here that we can show, or are they all being used up there?
I guess they are all being used.
Yeah.
So maybe you can use a multi-view to show a little.
Or-
What have you here?
Well, actually,
with
you know,
the back or
you know what we can do? We can really push our luck here and try to get my phone camera into
sure.
here.
Go ahead.
Do you wait? Is this on? Is it a Wi-Fi I can get onto?
Yeah, I just forgot
YoloLiv 5G. Because if we get my
yeah, that's the same. But I kind of
don't remember the password.
Oh, let me send a message to 楼上直播间密码是多少啊？888899吗？99吗？It'll take a few seconds.
Okay, while we do
Please go
that,
ahead.
Billy says if Twitch and eBay had a baby, is whatnot. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Matt says, okay, future question. I know it's a lot of work to release a new device. In future devices, can you give us balanced audio inputs? Quarter-inch XLR or mini XLR? Good question. Good question. What do you
Very
think?
good. What I would say is very good, and people have a different needs. Some people have the audio, like they are very particular about video, and it's been one of the top, like hardware-wise, they want drive us to change on this direction of much more pro audio, like like Rode. And it's something we are still like investigation or doing the more surveys and to justify this is the bigger percentage of what our users really want, or like they prefer it's a separate device. And for us, we're trying to avoid is to build a feature, but like only a small percentage of users would really use that. So I cannot say for sure, we might or might not. And we are very cautious, so we slow down our pace for the next generation YoloBox actually. I think our product line is rather complete with 1 HDMI, 2 HDMI, 3 HDMI, 4 HDMI, and 8 HDMI.
Oh, but I thought yesterday you said you were going to work on a new...
That's another
release.
approach of doing what's next.
Okay.
It's one of the options, and we are more inclined on maybe this. And also people request more, even more than the Pro Audio is the SDI combo with the HDMI. So you have 4 HDMI, 4 SDI. It's a lot other people want. And we're trying to find a balance, and we're trying to find what most of our users really want.
It is a challenge to figure out what is the right hardware inputs to use, for sure.
Yeah, because our technology is more like, from the beginning, when we revisit the mission, the company vision, it's like a democratized pro video, or to make a video really accessible for beginners and too easy to use, easy to start. And later, there's a silent majority and vocal minority. Sometimes we are worried about this dilemma.
Yep.
So it's a hard, like you said, and I hope we will finally satisfy everyone anyway.
Matt says, I don't need a YoloBox audio box, I just need balanced inputs. I do think the balanced inputs is a really important aspect though, because it means that you basically get a pro audio connection into this from other audio devices. That way, because the 1/8 inch input is it's fine for the small little microphone receivers like this, but it's not really what you want to use to connect a large audio mixer, right? So,
actually, if you remember, I wrote to you maybe 3-4 years ago about this. You explained me a lot. That was like very beginning. You explained me about balanced and unbalanced video, and also like the double of that, and also explained a lot of things. You are the one told me, like first introduced that concept for me.
Well, I think it'd be a good idea to if there's a future update to this, to go into that world of audio, just because it means you can still avoid putting all the audio mixer features in, but connect it to good audio mixers.
Yeah, we are definitely looking and checking.
Good question. How much will the YoloLiv lens cost?
Can you share my computer screen? I'm just trying to...
Let me make a layout.
Yeah.
with the computer screen.
I don't know. Okay, it's here.
Oops, you found it?
Yeah, it's my own computer.
There we go.
So this is the newest price we found on Amazon about Panasonic, like the 15 millimeter and the 25 millimeter. And this is what we are trying to aim at. And actually, you see the overall quality video with S7. That's some feedback from our testing. So this is the price we are trying to be at. Actually, it's higher than 500. The 50 millimeter. I can show
really?
I can show on Amazon just in case. What's the Lumix f1.7, right?
Yeah.
See, the price is always
wow.
change, but
Yeah.
you see right now it's 600, but last time I saw it's over 600.
Okay.
And also the 25. The 25 sometimes is, or sometimes it's less.
I've seen it for 150 before, but probably everything is getting more expensive right now. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, that's good to see where that's coming in. Yeah. Yomafia says, yes, this is the one thing that makes me want to go to Rode because I need to run a DJ mixer and I have to run my audio through a Rodecaster Duo and then into the YoloBox Ultra. But I love my Ultra, just don't want to have to compromise on the sound. Yeah. So some sort of balanced inputs into the YoloBox would mean that you don't have to use a separate audio mixer or a separate switcher that has better audio. You can just run from a real mixer into this.
All good feedbacks.
Good feedback. Thank you. Cody says, is there going to be a mobile app for iOS?
Sorry, this S7 is blocking me sometimes.
The comment on the screen
is there going to be
mobile app for iOS?
App, like an app control app, or like we talked about the iPad app, like the YoloBox app?
Good question, because I assume Cody was talking about a controller app, but why don't you talk about both?
Yeah. So I can answer you both. So if you are talking about the app control, currently it's Android only, and you can do most controls like the switch videos, switch overlay, and adjust the scoreboard, which is our sport producer, is a big group. And if you want to do it on the iOS iPhone, all you can do is like to enter the web page. So in this case, you can still do web control, but it's on the web page on iOS device, and it's compatible and optimized a little bit, but we don't have an iOS app. And one thing we are building is actually for almost a year is we want to like transfer all the YoloBox features to an iPad app. In this case, you don't need to use like the YoloBox, like you have all the processing, but currently it's for the USB cameras. Our ideas is you have the 3-4 USB cameras connected to a hub, then it output through one single USB-C to the iPad. Then the iPad, which is, we want it to work as an YoloBox, so it recognizes all 4 different separate sources like what we currently doing here, and it has all the YoloBox features. So it's something we are building. I hope we can somehow demonstrate at this upcoming NAB. But it take a bit more time, and we will release the beta, user beta very soon. I'm excited for that.
That sounds very, very cool. That's very interesting. Mike says, is YoloLiv planning on releasing a PTZ camera?
We shared me personally, or the whole YoloLiv, the sales and marketing or e-commerce team, we really want to have that camera, the wireless battery-powered PTZ camera with optical zoom, with different ports. And company-wise, I think it's in our co-founder DNA, in their blood. It's like they want. Sometimes when someone else builds something maybe just it's a very well thought already, and we don't do this follow suit strategy. We always want to do something that no one else has done. When we introduced the YoloCam S7, when we even built this YoloCam S3, it's the best image quality webcam. Absolute best. It's not just good, it's not it's a great, it's just the best. If any YouTuber or creator could really spend the time to test the image quality. So that's kind of the philosophy, our founding team, the DNA of our company. It's not like the kind of Shenzhen manufacturer, kind of whatever could monetize easily, whatever it's safe. We chose the road that's less traveled or less adventured. That's kind of a philosophy.
So how does that relate to PTZ cameras? You're saying that all the PTZ cameras are good enough and you don't need to copy them?
Right now, the P7, as people see many times, it's like in a stage where we kind of slow down and we kind of wait for the technology to evolve. The new CPU for the CMOS and the ISP, image signal processor, it's basically the chip of the camera to mature at a time when it's also like the reason of they launch new ISP, when they launch the new CMOS at the right time, then we use the best one. Then it's a chance we build a better battery-powered PTZ cameras. Right now, the P7, in our co-founders' eyes, it's not like a game-changing enough. Someone else is building, and we know some others are also building this camera.
Okay.
So this market is gonna be more crowded, and we don't add much more value. Even we know the sales team, the marketing team knows so well. It's like everybody, YoloBox user want their own Tail 2, to be more specific, Tail 2. But I sometimes I feel I'm just justified from founder's eye, or to justify somehow why it's been shown maybe 1.5 years from the first demo of a P7, which is our PTZ, why it still haven't been shipped. And I have a very mixed feelings about the next YoloBox, about those cameras. Yeah, that's the word I would use. I have a very, very mixed feelings.
Okay. Okay. Quick one. Is it possible to use a USB hub with YoloBoxes?
If we have that USB hub, that should also work with. But I'm not sure it don't show all the sources.
Yeah, I think even just
separately.
for regular, could you even plug into webcams into here and just have two different USB devices show up?
Here?
With the YoloBox Extreme?
If there's no a specific hub, you don't spend the time, you don't do the tag adjustment, you just show one, not multiple.
Can you plug in a keyboard and mouse through a hub?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We need a YoloCam app in English for Android. Is that going to come?
YoloCam app in English for Android. So they want to adjust setting.
Yeah,
okay.
like a controller.
The thing is, there's the first batch. I remember the first batch. It doesn't have the Bluetooth so you cannot. There's no way you can connect the app with the YoloCam S3 if there's no Bluetooth or the wireless signal transmission.
Okay.
Are people from your channel or our channel? Why it's questions? So, any question for Aaron specifically? Feel free.
Matt says, one thing YoloBox does better than anyone else is the invite guest feature. Yeah. Is there a way to use a YoloBox as the guest so the guest has all the power of another YoloBox? Oh, yeah. Great question. So there is this is something that is, I feel like it's almost there, but not quite. So this is there is a feature in the YoloBox that lets you, let me see if I can find it. There's add a
live stream source, right?
Live stream source, in add video source. So if you go add live stream, for any other accounts that you're logged into, any YoloBox accounts. So if you're logged into your YoloBox account on any other YoloBoxes, and those are live, pushing to YoloLiv servers, they'll show up here. But that's not, it's not a remote guest feature. It's just the stream shows up as a video source.
Right.
And what it's missing is the bidirectional audio, the way that the guest feature works. But you have almost everything here to connect the dots to make it work.
Right.
So I feel like you could do it, but it's not there yet, right? Basically, it's like, it would be like go to the invite guest tab and you go here and invite a guest, but then instead of joining from a web page, you join from another YoloBox. That way the guest has another YoloBox and they have multiple cameras and everything.
Yeah.
And you show up as a video source.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you do it?
But it's not implemented. The challenge is if we add that RTMP as a remote source, YoloBox source, the challenge is somewhere mentioned there's a delay. even you use ultra delay, there's still 1 or 2 or 3 seconds.
So don't do RTMP. Do it through the same link that the remote guest feature uses.
You mean the WebRTC way to connect another YoloBox?
Yeah.
We haven't dived deeper into, because the earlier they attack feedback is the easiest implementation is use RTMP to connect another YoloBox. But if we can connect another YoloBox with WebRTC, that should solve everything.
Right. Because right now the only other way to do it would be your guest has to have a computer and plug in their YoloBox to a computer as a webcam, and then join in the browser. But it would be way cooler to have a YoloBox by itself be able to connect over WebRTC to another YoloBox.
I totally get that. I think I was somehow misled by the tech team when they first, years ago, when they first introduced that live stream with RTMP from another YoloBox. I thought that was the only way, but I'll double check with them if the WebRTC or YoloBox way.
It should be possible, and you've got almost everything already set up to do it really well. So I think it's a good demonstration of what you could do with multiple YoloBoxes that would be really smart.
Actually, I want to send a message to my tech team. 鹏程，你确认一下我们的连 YoloBox 能 WebRTC 吗？现在只能 RTMP 吗？我怕忘了。Yeah, in case I forgot, because too many messages come up.
Yeah, and then there's too long live streams to go back through and try to figure out all the signatures.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Matt says I use a USB hub on all my streams. I just tell people to get a good one like Anchor. Cool. Okay. Great. What is the best PTZ camera on the market? How much money do you have? Because if you want to spend $1 million on the best PTZ, you absolutely can. It's always a trade-off. Tech for Fun says, any plans for multiple SIM cards or cellular modems? Can you plug in a cellular modem right now, a USB modem to this?
Yes. I don't know what multiple SIM card. Right now, for the Extreme, you can use one SIM card, and then you can connect another 2 USB modem from the 2 USB, not just webcams, but also those. So the
USB ports also work with modems.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you also hear the network bonding, just in case.
Yeah. So the network bonding will use all the different connections available, including USB modems.
Yes. So up to not up to 555, like Wi-Fi, Ethernet, 2 dongles, and then building insert SIM cards.
Okay.
It's actually one of the favorite feature for a lot of our users, because people. For our users who purchase YoloBox, one of the big use case is outdoor, because when they see A10 Mini or Rode, like the in-house, in-studio kind of production, but they use YoloBox for the outdoor mobile environment. So network is the most important thing for them. So network bonding is, they find it really helpful.
So what about multiple SIM cards? Would that be a feature in a future model, like 2 SIM card slots?
In a future device, we have talked about it, and it could be one of the options, like the new additions. It's on the list. Like hardware-wise, we don't have not much new things to add. SDI or the
balanced audio.
the audio and the SIM cards.
SIM card.
Also, maybe the full 5G.
Yeah.
What else you could expect? And also, it already have the transmitter receiver inside actually. So
Which receiver?
Transmitter receiver actually.
For what?
For if we build, for example, we build our own camera that can send a signal.
Oh,
Then
okay.
you don't need to rely on NDI, or you don't need a.
That'd be great.
For this device, you already have the.
It's already in that.
Yeah, but it doesn't work with any other like protocols. We want to
your own camera. Yeah.
Our own cameras. That's.
I mean, that'd be pretty useful to have a YoloCam that's wirelessly connected to the YoloBox.
Yeah, that's why I said I have a super mixed feelings why they slowed down. Like the tech team, the co-founding team, they have their pursuit of tech idealism. Like here's the one, like to implement, make the whole team use cloud code and stuff, everything. Like kind of forced, like use AI to improve the productivity. Like they're very idealism to really innovate instead of like a follow suit. I can't say that they are wrong, but it's my.
Speaking of USB modems, do you have a supplied list of tested USB modems, preferably 5G?
We do have some users have feedback in our user group, and just in case, I'm gonna go to the. Oh, thank you for switching. It's always like fast and responsive. So this is our user group, and the people have shared. I guess time by time what works and what does not work. Not just the SIM cards, but also did he mention the SIM cards? And also
USB modem.
USB modems, SIM cards, and also the USB hard drives. And they recommend all kinds of like what microphone works.
Okay, so you haven't done your own testing, but there's a lot of information in the Facebook user group.
Because we cannot cover everything.
Yeah.
And but if you want to know more, just ask. Or if you have a specific model you want to ask about, or you just join this user group or ask. Yeah. You can even search the keywords, because right now it's 14,000 members, and there are 20, 30 posts every day. So in total, there are thousands, tens of thousands of posts already in this. There's like big knowledge. I actually personally want to use AI to how to make the past posts, tens of thousands of posts become a knowledge base.
Oh, that's a good idea. That would be a good use of AI.
I think AI also can like scroll all those data to make that knowledge. Yeah, that would be
good.
Valuable.
Does the bonding use Speedify on the back end?
No.
No, it's your own thing.
No. It's our own thing, and I can actually show. We had once talked about this in one of the live stream. Compare the live view and the Speedify, and the video. Basically, all the users like the simplicity and reliability of. So we admit live view is the most reliable, but the YoloLiv, the affordability and the simplicity is they like a lot about it. And for Speedify, people have shared their experience, so they just like the reliability on YoloLiv bonding much more. So if you have any questions about this or the comparison, the result, I'm actually make a post and people sharing their experiences in that chat. Oh, it's not my post, it's a user's post. And for that user, if you want to learn more, and you can check out this video on our channel.
Great. Glenn says, can you use the 32-key Stream Deck or multiple Stream Decks at the same time? You know, I don't use the Elgato software enough to actually even know if you can use multiple Stream Decks at the same time. I would assume you can, but I always just use Companion, so I don't know anything about it. But basically, anything you can do in the Elgato software will work now with the new Elgato Stream Deck integration with the YoloBox. So you should be able to look for any tutorials or examples about the Elgato Stream Deck software to find out if it'll work with the YoloBox.
Yeah, and Glenn, if you find any other software that or hardware that works with both Stream Decks, if they can work, give us some time or engineering, like a resource investment, I think it'll work on our hardware as well, as long as we spend the time to add that.
Yeah. Are you going to introduce a new YoloCam S7? Or
New YoloCam S7.
will there be any upgrades or add new features to the YoloCam S7?
New YoloCam S7. We had a YoloCam S7. If we introduce a new YoloCam, it should be S8, S9.
Yeah.
That's a good question. But for the moment, these are, I think these are our offerings, which the position is the premium webcams. And we don't have plan to have another higher end, but we do have plan. We might release an S5, which is in the middle of S7 and S3, but there's no interchangeable lens. But it's the quality. It's a 1-inch sensor. And
what's the sensor on the S3?
This is a 1/1.3.
Okay.
And micro four thirds, and it's 1-inch sensor. And we're still doing the work and to make it to define what the product should be like, because there's a challenge right now, the power consumption on the 1-inch sensor and also ISP is a lot, and we have to make a trade-off. Does it need an external cable to charge? Otherwise, it might only do 4K 30.
Okay.
It might do 4K 30. Do you want to trade off the 4K 60 to? Some people want a 4K 60. You must have a 4K 60. I can charge it like the YoloCam S7. For this, you don't need to charge.
Right, it's powered off the same USB.
Right. This is one of the biggest trade-off. And there are also other small trade-offs as well. But that's one of the direction we are going this year, the S5 in the middle. Because also this is one of the biggest complaint is the price. The camera body itself, even we have lowered the price, it's still $700. People can buy a Sony. Although it's like a different, we target at those people don't want to deal with the complexity of the camera menu, just like this plug and play yet with the great quality. The target is like this, but still we saw too many complaints about the price of this camera. Even they like the features.
Okay.
So the S5 is to
step down S5 to
right.
better price, 1-inch sensor, so bigger sensor than the YoloCam S3.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess the question for the audience here is, how important is 4K 60 versus 4K 30 to you?
Yeah. And or to deal with the extra cable or not.
Right. Would you be okay with an extra power cable to get 4K 60, or would you rather have it be a single cable webcam style, but only 4K 30?
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, are you going to add new functionality to the YoloCam S7?
Like what new functionality? Because the camera.
You said in the first batch you didn't add Bluetooth.
Bluetooth. That's a physical or hardware.
Yeah.
There's
no Bluetooth in that.
Yes. In the later batch, I think we have the Bluetooth, so we might be able to add, and we might be able to make it. But we might not want to invest to have the separate Android app to have the camera control, because all the settings you have done on a computer, it's saved automatically. Or you can also to do all the adjusting from YoloBox right now, and it's just saved instantly. So because to develop an app, even with the help of AI becomes easier, but still it's an investment of engineering resources, and you hear so many feature requests from everyone. So currently we have no plan for that.
Okay.
And however, speaking of the new functionality for the YoloCam S3 and S7, one thing we want to add is probably to the Stream Deck control for the cameras. So we have the ePTZ coming soon, and so that you can have a different angle to make it look like a multi-cam live stream. And also other integration about like exposure and different color options, or what else, and the log mode and the different modes. So we might support Stream Deck if this is a rather sounds like a big feature or new functionality to the YoloCam.
Can you connect a touchscreen to control the YOLO series? Yes, I've seen that work. I have a cheap touchscreen at home that I plugged in, and it actually worked fine. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. What I can add is it's a picky. It's not all the touchscreen can work with it, but we do have many users use this. They want to control it from the external touchscreen.
I feel like it's less important on the Extreme because the screen is actually pretty big already.
Right.
But on the Pro or the Ultra, it was nice because you can get a much bigger monitor then. Good question from Tech for Fun. Where are the servers for the multi-stream paid service offered or located?
Like where are the servers?
Where are the servers?
The news. It's actually distributed everywhere globally. I know we have Korea, South Korea, in Bangkok, in Singapore, like in Asia, in Australia, and in North America, it's like the West Coast, East Coast.
Okay,
it's
is it just using Amazon?
No, we used to have Amazon, but even Amazon, we find like sometimes they have those quirks. Then we switch to Tencent Cloud.
Oh, okay.
Tencent, which is the largest tech company, one of the top 3 largest company here, and they have all the server nodes globally deployed, distributed.
Okay.
So in Europe, there are many cities have our servers.
NC1 Aviation says, are there any plans to reduce the cost of bonding?
Yeah, it's not cheap. It's even, somehow it's a kind of equivalent or similar price than like the Live U. I know where that's coming from. And currently we don't have a plan. And we might even later at some stage we might change the plans, but it's not getting cheaper, it's getting more of a, it might even become higher actually, because the car, we want to ensure it's reliable enough.
But what about this suggestion like with YoloView where they provide software that you just run it on your own servers that you buy, so you're still paying for servers, you're just paying your own server bill.
Yes, and my answer is we have more and more professional users, but still our biggest base. See, that's your video. There, sorry. We actually internally we are talking about that as well, but we think the YoloView users customers are entirely different customer group than ours, and we don't have any overlap. We do have some. I saw in the group, but it's less than 5% of overlap of users. But for we want to focus on the accessibility about the technology.
Okay. That makes sense. Airport Stream says, is there any plans to remove the reliance on the Stream Deck app and allow direct connection to the YoloBox? Well, they already have that if you get the Yolo Deck hardware, which is the separate, it's the, it looks very similar to this, but it's a separate company makes it. And it connects directly to the YoloBox. And then it has minimal buttons, support not quite everything. It doesn't control literally everything on here, but you can do basic camera switching, overlays, and it doesn't rely on a separate computer. So that's already there. And I would say for the simple use case of you want a single device connected over USB to this with no extra things, that's great. Just get that. But the benefit of using the actual Stream Deck, or in the future, hopefully, Companion, is that it means that you can connect it to a computer or another device and control other things with it as well. Will unused bonding carry over to the next month? Probably not, right?
Good question. Actually, I kind of...
Because it's monthly bandwidth.
Yes.
But if you don't use all 100 gigs, will you get
Yeah.
to will
Okay.
roll over?
I actually never see this question come to me, but I remember we discussed about it. But one use case I know, if you use the more than the package, the plan supports or provides, they will deduct from next month. This is something I know.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because we don't want your live stream to be brick.
Yeah.
If the bonding, like you use up all the usage.
So
but I forgot about this.
So if you go over 100, it'll
Right.
take away from the next month. But what if you don't use all 100? Will it add to the next month?
Yeah.
You'll have to check?
Yeah, I have to check.
Okay.
I'm not very 100% sure. I don't want to answer wrong.
Okay. Will tariffs on the global economy increase prices soon?
Actually, it's not a tariff. It's the shortage. It's the AI thing. They use so many CPU or what is it? The DRM, the storage.
The RAM and
the
storage,
RAM and
yeah.
stuff. That's the major part. And actually, I can share the YoloCam S3 is gonna have to increase the price.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because of the industry, if you check about at least I know the KiloView. When last time I talked to them, Judy shared like the industry is all on average increase of 20%, and they say all their products already raised that 20%. So this is information, and if you are looking for a YoloCam S3, you are still waiting, and don't wait. Buy now. It's gonna happen 100%.
Yeah, okay. Well, you heard it. You heard it here. Buy it now before the price goes up.
Yeah, and I still want to share that the YoloCam S3 we price at the beginning for launch upon the release. We price really aggressively. We want to. It's our really. It's not our second camera, but this camera we want it to be widely adopted by the mass. So. We price it extremely aggressively. Even this image quality, we still price it below 200. If you compare to other brands, like some other brands, they invest a lot of money in marketing, but this is like you see a lot of genuine feedback. To be more specific, if you compare to Elgato Facecam, like the difference was just like so huge. And we can, some creator feedback, like we can price at 300, and people still, it's still worth the price based on its performance and image quality. That's a feedback I've heard a lot about at the initial, the beta test before the embargo. But still, the company wanted to be successful enough to be adopted by more people. So yeah. That's the logic, and now it's like we have to. We don't want to, but we really, really have to.
So it is unfortunate.
Yeah, like you check the roadcaster video. The main reason it's not tariff. It's the shortage of the components. The increase the cost of components.
Everybody's doing it. WLG Live says, can you describe the audio loopback functionality to the Rodecaster? Interested if it's for guest audio or can be used as dual location stream comms. Ooh, gosh, I might have to think about that one. Yeah, I might have to come back to that one. What if Aaron brings back 1,000 S3 cameras discount? Can I negotiate a price on the S3 and then sell them myself on Amazon?
1,000.
1,000? What do you think?
I guess so.
Yeah.
1,000. That's anyone with 1,000.
Anybody who wants 1,000 can get a good discount?
1,000. Good. No, not good discount, but of course there's a discount for the bulky order. What is it called?
I did think about buying stuff in more than quantities of one at the electronics market in Shenzhen.
Okay.
And seeing what I could sell at home or do some sort of members gift.
Yeah, actually, it's something you should be considering for the like monetizing your channel or somehow.
Mm-hmm. Maybe on my next trip, because I did not plan ahead enough to do that here. Oh, this is a question for you, Frank. Is there any way to repair the mic input on my YoloBox Pro?
Or repair,
What is the
like a
suggestion?
DIY repair, like you want to repair yourself, or you want us to help repair. Like it's like if it's a human damage or non-human damage, it's within the warranty or out of the warranty. It's all different use cases. Also, it's you purchase from an authorized reseller or you purchase directly from us. The procedures are different and the policy are different. But normally, the last thing you are asking, I thought you want to do the DIY like repairing. We don't have instructions like that, but it's also where you are. Sometimes we just doing this favor for our users from like in Asia Pacific. It's easier to the shipment and stuff, and sometimes they just pay the shipping and send it to us, and we see if we can help. Just doing for a favor. So is it from YouTube, your channel, or our channel?
I'm not sure. That was on your YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. So I suggest you join the user group and send me a message about what I just mentioned about the information and see if I can help.
Matt says, I bought several cases of DDR memory because I had a friend tell me it was going to go way up. A good investment. I Edit Project says, I would buy one that leaves you $999 to sell. Great.
Good.
Okay, only $999 left. If you're going to do prices on your channel, be sure. The logistics of sending physical products around is extremely complicated, it turns out. And it kind of requires operating like an actual business and understanding taxes and tariffs and things. And I don't want to get into that business. So at most, I decided I'm willing to send stickers because you can send those in a regular envelope with a international stamp.
Okay.
And not have to do any customs paperwork or anything.
Okay.
It's just like sending a letter. And as long as they're not sending stickers in bulk quantities that are going to be resold, it's just personal mail, right?
Okay.
So stickers.
But still, for example, you send a sticker from the US or to the Brazil. For us, you send to the Asia Pacific, normally it's cheap, the shipping fee. But if we send to Latin America, it's gonna be super difficult. Super difficult.
I thought the international postage was the same, but in the US we can buy international stamps that are the same rate and they go anywhere in the world. And it's normally our stamps are, I don't know what they're up to now, they're like 50 cents or something. But the international stamp will be like $1.25. And so it's
wherever it goes, it's only $1.25.
Exactly, yeah.
Just the envelope thing.
Yep. As long as it fits in an envelope that can flex, and it's not big or bulky, it'll be an international stamp and they'll send it anywhere.
Okay. I'm talking about even the smallest gift, but it's not an envelope with the.
If it's not an envelope, then it's a whole different story. Yeah. But if it's an envelope that can flex, like a letter, then it's the same rate.
Good to know.
You travel enough, you can hand deliver for cheaper. It's true.
Well, another way is that's why we are hosting those meetups. We want to give away something. And also we encourage customers in the area, in the region, come to our booth, NAB booth, or IBC booth, or ICE, or wherever you are from. So we plan to give out more and more the jersey, the T-shirt, the hoodies, and also the stickers and
in person. Yeah.
In person. So I don't know if we have the picture here. We can share a little bit. Look at the giver, the US chip. I hope it's does it show? Oh no.
No.
I guess it's some. We have other pictures. No. No, this one. We should read. So, okay, just use this one. So just in case, speaking of the giveaway, handle that in person. What we'll be doing is the upcoming US trips in April. We'll be in Vegas for NAB. We'll be Dallas for the user meetup and also NYC. It's after the NAB, so it's later, like a 25th or 29th in NYC, 25th in Dallas. Yep. So if you are around, if you are in the region, feel free to join. And if you are a YoloBox user, particularly where you want to share your experience, you have that your own 15 minutes of a TED Talk of a YoloBox experience. To join as a speaker, we are like more than welcome to be a speaker. Yeah. I hope we can do one in Oregon someday.
Yeah, I don't know if we have a big enough market for that there, but
yeah.
But that'd be fun. Matt says, I just ordered an S3 on B&H via your affiliate links. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. That definitely helps. Definitely helps.
Smart purchase.
Smart purchase. Yep. That's because the U.S. mail is losing billions. I guess that is true. The U.S. mail does not make a profit.
Is it like the government subsidizing? Okay.
I mean, it's run by the government.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's technically its own business, but it does not make money. HTML overlay. HTML overlays work. We actually used that for the map at the beginning of the stream. It was rendering the map from a web page that I created, and I should be able to also show comments that are an HTML overlay, because I have that was running the countdown timer and the music as well. Oh my gosh, there's so many comments. Dan says, let's see if that works. It does. This is this is the web overlay comment.
Is this your app? Okay.
This is my controller for it, so I can show. Yeah, I can show comments this way. Dan says you should come to Seattle, Portland.
Is that close to you?
Seattle's very close. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's 25 minutes in an airplane or 3 hours on a train.
I'm sure this is our goal. Objective is the final goal is to cover the top U.S. cities for YoloBox usage. We like this NAB. We would these two cities, the top. Then next year will be Los Angeles. We haven't made Los Angeles, San Francisco, of Miami, and Seattle. So maybe 10 years later, our footprint of user meetup would cover all the states and all the cities.
That'd be cool. Tech for Fun says edge case, but live captions will be cool. Oh, that would be cool. I agree. That's
live captions.
Yeah. Like live, like a transcription of what you're saying.
You know what software supports that? Did you know any software supports that?
There's some web pages that can do it.
Let me show you one thing.
Okay.
YoloCam supports that.
YoloCam supports it already?
Yes. Let me show you live.
Okay, great.
Live captions. YOLO. Or they call it live. That's another word. Okay. It's AI automatic. How to add live AI captions to your live stream.
You already have it.
Yeah, I feel so bad. I feel like those killer features are so under-promoted. Recently, especially recently, when we have the camera, when we have the new box, when you build everything in such a small team that you will soon meet downstairs. So, yeah, it works really good. I've been tested in one of my live stream. It currently can identify like 6 language or something.
I will have to give that a try.
Yeah, it's called AI Live Subtitles. And the challenge right now for me using this YoloBox is I have to do the RTMP to the YoloCast. In this case, I cannot feature the comments. But maybe you can somehow figure out with your app and you can yet configure this. You can try this.
Well, the other way you should do it is if you made it where the AI live captions could appear in a web page, you could take the web page and put it into this as an overlay.
This cannot be happening because it's like currently the technology. We heard about this feedback, but it has to be mixed with in-stream.
It's actually putting it into the stream itself.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was just thinking text overlays, but you're right. If you want to put it into the actual YouTube captions track, then it needs to happen in the stream. Yeah. Matt, thank you for the super chat. Ooh. Best live stream, mainly because I'm an ultra user. Thanks. I should run the confetti version.
Yeah, do it. Ooh.
There we go.
sound effect. Ooh.
I appreciate it. Thank you. You should make the super chat animation work like that, where it's shiny and sparkly.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Can you do that again for Matt and also for us? And I also film this.
Okay. Ready?
Go. Super chat.
There we go. Super chat.
Oh.
Confetti and the little sparkle on the gold.
Yeah, really awesome. 这 super chat 有那个光影，好 ，sending to the product manager.
Great. Real-time product feedback.
Yeah, always.
Oh, this one is missing on mine as well. What is this? Oh, there we go. New member. I appreciate it. This one didn't show it to me. That's my fault. New member joined, NZ1 Aviation joined as a mini supporter. Thank you. Welcome to the channel. That's missing on the YoloBox as well. That's a new member. Since you just joined as a member, make sure you find the link on my channel down to the, it's like scroll through the little tabs and you'll find a link to the Discord where you can join the members Discord. What kind of app am I using for sharing chats for mobile? It's my own chat interface that I use for my stream normally. Today we're using the YoloBox for most of the chats because they're showing up in the YoloBox here. And then that's from all the different channels that we're streaming to. But normally when I'm on my channel, I have my own web page, which shows the comments to me and sorts them out into the questions column and things like that. And then this is just a web page, so it's not really an app. And it's not actually formatted very well for an iPhone. It looks better on an iPad or computer screen. So I can just click one and it'll show it where was that? That must be on, yeah. I don't see the comment on my phone because that comment came in through the YoloLiv YouTube and mine is only connected to my YouTube. Do the overlay animations? Yes, the overlays, you can see the animations are kind of running. Oops. So it'll kind of animate in and out. So, yes. I bought the YoloCam S3 and it's amazing. I'm a TikToker and I recommend it to everybody. And now I'm saving up to buy the YoloCam S7. Love your product so much. Very professional. That's very nice.
That's one of my favorite moment when I do my live stream. Or that's like the fulfilling moment when I do live streams. So to see happy customers share their product experience.
Yeah.
But I get used to that.
Don't let it get to your head. That's what we say.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. We've been going for over an hour.
Yeah.
Should we wrap this up?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to go through the? I'm just asking you a question from maybe a lot of our users. Maybe we will use this kind of content to make it a separate video. Can we?
What kind of content?
Normally in our live stream, we cut some of my live stream into the videos as the AI do the job. So separate chapters, sometimes some of the useful. Maybe for anyone who just joined or watch later, can you do a complete a tour about the video sources?
Oh, yeah.
The multi-views and the cameras and stuff.
Yep. Oh, really quick before we do that, Matt says, any plans to support H.265 with bonding that would save data? It should already do that because you can set the YoloBox into H.265 mode, right?
Yes.
There's a setting for that it would be in the streaming settings.
Yes.
I can't change it right now, but
this
it would
one,
be.
I don't know if it's this, but.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, so you can change encoding to H.265. I'm not going to change it right now. I have noticed that it uses more CPU to do that. And if you're running at near the capacity of the box already, then that might be too much for it and it can be glitchy. So if you are getting glitches with it, go back to H.264 because it's easier for the box to encode. But yes, let's go through some of the sources here because there's quite a lot of stuff plugged into this right now, which is great. So we have our close-up HDMI camera on me. We have our close-up USB on Frank. We have the wide view HDMI camera.
Do you want to use a multi-view of maybe people? Is this you?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Okay.
And so those are the 3 cameras plugged in, and then we have oops, it's focusing on my finger.
Yeah,
we have a top-down view HDMI 8. HDMI 8.1 is a cropped-in view of that. So you can see the difference between this versus this. It's the same camera, it's just cropped in. So that's, where did I go? That's one of the cool things about the YoloBox 2 is that you can make these layouts where it takes a camera and then just makes a new, it's like making a new camera angle, but cropped in so that you can not have to make it as like a layout or something. So I don't know, that's cool. Then we have a bunch of layouts. And some of these are using the preset layout options available, and some of them are custom. So there's 3 views. If you can see, if you go into the add video source, there's these different layout options. So some of these are like presets. And then when they're in these presets, you don't get to change the positions, but you change the sources and sizes and things. So we've got this where we can show both of us close up and the overhead. One of the things I like doing once you have these layouts is you can duplicate and then change really easily. So it's very hard to see sometimes depending on the camera that it's over, but there's a little icon in the corner, and if you tap it, this menu pops up. And you can click replicate, and then I did that earlier while we were live actually, to make this layout, which is the same 2 cameras but showing the map next to it, right? And same with this one, we have me and the overhead camera, and then I wanted to show Frank and the computer, so it's really quick to just copy that, duplicate it, and change the sources. And now we've got that layout as well. So you just go in here, you click duplicate, and then it shows up there. You click there again, edit, and now you can actually change which sources are in the 2 boxes, and then it is saved as a new layout. I made this one with the map. Also, picture-in-picture, we were showing that earlier where it's zoomed in so you can see the screen better. What else? We've got, so web, this is another like video source. This is my map that I used at the beginning. And then I made a custom layout with that video source and this side camera on top of the background. So again, this is the one that's actually a totally custom layout. So if I go, let me show you the edit screen for that. This is totally custom where you can change the sizes of everything and you can just move these around. You can change the order of them, so you can put one on top of the other. You can change the crop of them. So if we didn't want to see Frank anymore, we could go like that and then make that bigger, change the background, et cetera, save that, and now we've got a new layout like that. While we were live, Frank really quickly went and just pulled in a new image source for that thumbnail. And that's the layouts. Yeah, for audio, the audio is coming in right now through this Hollyland receiver. So that's the 1/8 inch output to line input. And then the other audio sources are all muted except the web overlay. And this is because the countdown timer and super chat animations come in through that. So if I show a super chat on the screen, it will play a sound. There we go. Airport Streams, thank you for the super chat. For some dumplings later, hungry work doing these streams. It is true. The confetti is really pushing the limits of the web overlay.
Wow.
You can see
80%.
Yep.
That gets me worried.
But yeah, that's the audio channel for that coming in. You also notice this headphone jack. So there's a headphones plugged in, and then you can monitor different audio sources. So if I didn't want to hear us in the headphones, you can actually mute that on the audio, which is nice. And Yeah. I think let's wrap up there. Thank you for joining. Oh, I should be able to run the credits, at least from my channel. There we go. Thanks to Extreme supporters, Larry, Andre, Kevin, and Marcin, and thanks to all the pro and mini supporters of the channel. And thanks to all of you for sending super chats during today's stream. I appreciate it. That is how we keep running this channel, and I'm able to keep testing gear and making videos. So I appreciate it. If you are a channel member, make sure you find the members Discord. Link is down below in the YouTube members only section. And that's where we can keep in touch through the rest of my trip here as I'm visiting YoloLiv's office today, Magewell tomorrow. I was just at RGB Link yesterday. And we'll have some, yeah, I'll be on the plane and going back home. So always nice to see you here in the chat. Always nice to have Frank joining me on the stream.
Same here, to have you in our live stream.
And to be in your stream. Super, super fun. And see you again at NAB next month, I guess.
I guess?
Yeah. I'll be there for Sunday and Monday. So if any of you are going to be at NAB, make sure you come find the YoloLiv booth and find me running frantically between different booths and come say hi. So with that, we'll see you again next time. In the next one. Next week, same time. Next week, my normal time, different time from this, but my normal live stream time. So we'll see you there. Thanks. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Oh.